Testing. Can we get the slides up, please? You're clapping too early. You got 4 more minutes to go. I want all of you to save your energy because I'm going to force you to clap a lot soon. Are we ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We keep coming back to ETHGlobal hackathons because you guys run the best hackathons that there are.
The energy at ETHGlobal is something I have never seen before. It's really picking up in terms of momentum and excitement, actually getting to build things that people are going to use.
This is not a conference.
Brussels has had a special energy, a lot of incredible hackers marinating on new ideas, meeting new people.
This hackathon is really interesting because it's like very focused.
I love that something that starts in 3 days at an ETHGlobal hackathon can become something so much bigger that has real-world impact.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kartik, and I want to welcome all of you to the closing ceremonies of ETHGlobal Brussels. It has been an amazing past 3 days. Our goal here at ETHGlobal is to onboard thousands of developers into the Web3 ecosystem, and this weekend we did just that. This is our third IRL hackathon of 2024, and it's already the biggest one we've done this year. I know. We are breaking a lot of records today. There's over 1,500 attendees. 1,100 of them are hackers from 72 different countries, and 26% of them are new to Web3. We got to see all the passion and energy and excitement from all of them, and this morning was absolutely insane seeing all the stuff that all of you built. People came from 6 different continents, all across to Europe, and we want to talk about what happened this weekend. We had 292 ecosystem partners who were there to help all of these hackers, 26 dedicated mentors to make sure that you get all the help you need. And because this is a hackathon, what matters for the next hour and a half is we focus on the builders and we show you what came out of it instead of telling you. So these 1,100 hackers spent the last 36 hours building the coolest things we've ever seen. We got 355 projects coming out of this hackathon. It is absolutely insane the amount of projects we added. And we looked it up. This is already the third biggest submissions we've seen at our events in our 6-year history. So we're breaking a lot of records. Brussels just made it to number 3 on this. And after submissions ended, we went through a really long and amazing judging process. And we're going to tell you what came out of all that process. So I want to congratulate everybody who submitted a project here. It takes a lot of time, effort, and dedication to build something, have an idea, make something appear and show up from nothing, and really see it through. So I want to congratulate everybody who did this, and I want to especially thank all of our incredible judges who took all of their morning and early afternoon talking to hundreds of teams, giving them live feedback, and listening to all these demos. So please join me in thanking all of our judges. We have John, Yele, Alex, Jeremy, Sjors, James, Marius, Yosef, James Wag, Chirag, Nicholas, Scott, Ephi, Brett, Tomas, Sean, Prabal, Praneeth, Simona, Floyd, Mark, Evan, Joseph, Nick, Daniel, and Nathan. All of these are our judges. Should I do this again? Yes? Okay. The faster you clap, the faster I'll thank 45 incredible partners. On your mark, let's go. Avail, Arbitrum, Block Scout, Circles, Chronicle, Filecoin, There's Zero, PancakeSwap, Polygon, Uniswap Foundation, WorldCoin, 1inch ApeCoin, Chainlink, Base, Celo, Dynamic Ethereum Foundation, Flare, Circle, Galadriel, Hyperlane, ENS, Inco, Morph, Nillion, Near, Nethermind, Rootstock, Scroll the Graph, Pit, Web3, Zerion, Save, Zirkits, Phoenix, Intmax, Neon EVM, MetaMask, Lineal, Wallet Connect, Vara, Nounstyle, Powerloom, Privy, and Arcs. You're going to see all the prizes they're giving away. That is $500,000 in prizes. And we get to tell you everything that you've won very soon. But let's get back to these 355 projects. 9 a.m., all these projects were submitted, and we started our judging process that went for 4 hours to see what to showcase here. From this whole process, we selected 10 finalist teams. And we're going to bring these 10 teams on to demo live what they built so you can see some incredible things from this whole event. We're going to get them on here in just a minute, but let's first congratulate what all these 10 teams are. So please join me in congratulating our 10 finalists: BananaBets, Cook Some Hooks, Zarathustra, Tap Ether, OSnap, Omma Cash, Piggy Wallet, Ephi, and Individuum. These are our 10 teams. They're going to come one by one and demo, and we'll start that in a second. But before this, I want to take a second to thank all 355 projects here. This is absolutely insane. We can't even fit them on a slide anymore. Just because you were not one of these 10 teams does not mean you were not good enough. You spent so much time, passion, and energy on building something that you were excited about. And it takes a lot of hard work and guts to show someone what you built that you thought was good and hoping that they think the same. So congratulations to all 355 of these teams. And I really hope that you continue building your projects after this weekend ends. We want to be here to help support you in any form, whether it's introductions to other judges, other founders, getting more technical help. If you're thinking about fundraising, introductions to other investors, we want to make sure that we get to help you and open up our network to all of you. So congratulations to all of these teams. And a lot of you have won a lot of prizes, so you'll see what very soon. All this stuff is actually public on ETHGlobal.com/showcase, so you can see the list of all 355 projects, including what they did, screenshots, video demos, even their source code, and how everything works under the hood. Our goal here is to open up learning how to build in this space. So if you see something cool and you want to know how they did it, you get to click one button and literally see the source code, and we want to make sure that you get to advance your own skill sets on demand. And before we get to the demos, I want to take a quick second to ask a really big favor. On your Hacker dashboard, you will see a feedback form that I would love for all of the hackers to fill out right now. It takes less than a minute. It's just ranking things 1 to 10. We just want to understand how were things. I got a lot of Wi-Fi complaints. You get to tell us Wi-Fi was not good. Rate it 3 if it wasn't good. If it was great because you got 300 megabytes down on the Ethernet, you can rate it 10. You have complaints about food. You really loved how everybody was excited. You loved the experience. You didn't like something. You have a suggestion for what we should do next. You want to see some other thing in the next swag item. Tell us that, because those 60 seconds helps us make the experience for the next 1,000 people in just 6 weeks even more incredible. We want to make sure that everybody who's trying to understand what's happening in Web3 has the best first experience here. And even little things like, oh, I wonder if you had done this optimization, it would have been really nice, can change the course of someone else's life. And that feedback just helps us do this even more and do it even better. So we want to be in a situation where we get to iterate and make something really nice every 6 weeks, which is our schedule of events. And anything you say here, we read it directly and implement that immediately the week after the event ends. So please fill this out. And anybody who does will be automatically entered in a raffle. And 5 people will get this hoodie, which is only going to be given to the people who win this. Okay. Who remembers this? Well, turns out it actually went way better than we expected. And we're going to tell you how. Everybody had these NFC beds, and we wanted to see if people can meet new people and make new friends and interact with each other and connect with each other. And that's exactly what happened. People ate a lot of food, met a lot of people, and 750 workshops were attended. And all this stuff actually is making on it to being on chain. The best part is, this is the leaderboard right now. As of 2 p.m., these are the top 5 people who've connected the most with all the hackers. So congratulations to Angelica, Burke, Kwok, Patricio, and Lena for being the 5 most well-known people in ETHGlobal Brussels. I don't know how some of you did it, but I want to congratulate you. I tried my best, and I was number 13. My entire goal was to beat Patricio. So while I personally did not win, I'm glad that Patricio didn't either. And that is what matters. And as we talked about what's going to happen to this leaderboard, Angelica, Burke, and Kwok will get 0.1 ETH each. Congratulations. All right, enough of all this stuff. Let's go to our very first finalist demo of this weekend. Please welcome BananaBets.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? That sounds good. Okay, just looking if I have set up everything. All right. Yeah. So, we are BananaBets, and first of all, this is our team. That's Paul, Lucas, me, Mort, Patrick, and Pascal. And you can see our Telegram handles if you want to contact us after this. And I'm just going to dive right in. So, during the hackathon, we brainstormed a little bit, and we noticed that in the ETHGlobal showcase, you can already see the project submissions after the submissions are done, like after the deadline closed, but before the prizes are announced, right? If you type in the correct link in the ETHGlobal showcase, you can access all the projects. And we combined this insight together with the wristbands to create a betting market after the deadlines of the project submissions are closed, to allow anyone with an ETHGlobal NFC wristband to bet on who's going to become finalist. And now we're going to dive into the demo. So I've connected my phone here, and I've opened the platform. And this right here is the betting market. Yeah, you can see right here, that's my phone. And this is just a simple platform. And right here, we have all the projects from the ETHGlobal showcase for Brussels, right? And let's say I'm a new user. I just went onto this web page, and I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to select a couple projects that look interesting to me that I think will be selected as finalists. And then afterwards, and also very important, that's really very important, to enhance the betting experience, we have really taken a lot of effort to implement the ape mode. Okay, I need to activate it on the computer to get hopefully the sound will work. Okay. Oh. So now that we are in ape mode, we're gonna scroll around here and place some bets. So let's say I think that these 2 projects are gonna be finalists, and then I'm gonna click on sign and submit right here. So I will type a username. So now I'm just gonna type in demo, sign and submit. And I will scan my wristband, as you can see here, hopefully. And, oh yeah, I have to select this. Scan my wristband. And it will not work because we already closed the voting. But before closing the voting, obviously the votings are closed now because the finalists are announced already, so we don't want anyone to game the system. But I would scan my wristband, and then a transaction would be submitted with my votes. And for selecting a correct finalist, I will get plus 10 points. For selecting an incorrect finalist, I will get minus 5 points. And we actually have a leaderboard here that we can go onto right now. And I think like maybe 20 people tried it out after the deadlines closed, and we like went up to them and talked them into trying it out. And we have a winner here. The winner has 15 points. It's Pepe Hehe. This guy will actually win 100 USDC. So if you're this guy, just come to us afterwards. You are the winner of the BananaBets market ETHGlobal Bristol. You will get 100 USDC from us. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's the demo, and now we're just going to quickly dive into the technical stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll quickly go over how it works. So our backend, it scrapes all the projects from the Showcaps website, then puts it into our smart contract on the Ape chain. And once we actually, we already talked about these tags we all have. So what's happening is that you connect your phone to these tags, and we use these tags, the private key on them specifically, to sign a message. And we only use sign a message instead of a transaction because usually, at least I don't think anyone here has funds on his wristband. And we use that message to then submit it on-chain using a paymaster, because in the smart contract we can then extract the data from the message. And this is why we can verify that only attendees of this conference can actually vote. And we can make sure that everyone only votes once while still keeping anonymity. Yeah, and so before the finalists were announced, we actually closed the voting and then used the used Kartik's list from the finalists to actually submit the finalists on-chain and then see the leaderboard. Yes?
Another great benefit of the NFC wristbands is that nobody has to sign up, right? You just scan your wristband and you're onboarded. You can submit your votes like that. So it makes it really easy for anyone to participate. And we're almost done. Just quickly, future outlook. So we plan to package this to deploy it on all future ETHGlobal hackathons or maybe additional events, because we think that there's actually a lot of value in creating prediction markets or betting markets or some kind of system like this, like SocialFi maybe, together with these wristbands, because it's such easy, frictionless onboarding. And also we plan to, in the future, fully integrate dynamic authentication. We didn't manage in time to fully integrate it, but in the future we want to integrate the dynamic authentication so that you retain your user profile across hackathons, right? Because the wristband, you will get a new one each hackathon, and that way we can really have user profiles and stuff. Also, we initially plan to load up the account with cash to create a prediction market, an actual prediction market. Now it's just like a lottery sort of. But yeah, in the future we want to allow cash deposits, and also in the future more apes, more gorillas, because that's really important. Thanks for your time, and always remember to activate ape mode.
Amazing. That was our very first finalist demo of the day. Let's get ready for finalist number 2. Please welcome Cook Some Hooks.
Good afternoon, Brussels. How are you all? Woo! Great energy after this hackathon, right? So, hello, I am Hemang, and we are from the team Cook Some Hooks. So, I am Hemang, he is Mikkel, Tengai, and Casper. So, without any further ado, let's cook your hooks.
Okay, so going a bit into what we've done this weekend. So, well, what have we done? So we've tried to leverage LLMs. So LLMs are like ChatGPT, all these models that people talk about now, to allow users to create their own V4 hooks easily. So hooks are contracts that certain DEXs are starting to implement in their V4 versions. And you can basically execute any code you want in a smart contract before a swap, after a swap, before adding liquidity, etc., etc., etc. What is the problem? That coding them is not easy at all. You have to be quite proficient at Solidity. It's very far from being accessible to the average user. But some good news is that the barrier can be lowered. So this is something that would be great for developers, because at the end it would assist you in making your own first hooks, but also for experienced developers, to just create them faster. So, well, what have we done? Well, we've been playing around with different LLMs. Galadriel, that is a L1 that has AI on chain, and then traditional AI providers that we all know. So what has been the flow? So, well, we start with a prompt that we say, well, I want a hook that does something. And there we begin doing something called a RAG. So a RAG is, instead of taking all my knowledge and dumping that into an LLM, I'm going to find which are the files, or which is the knowledge that is most relevant to my prompt. So in this case, we had a bunch of different hooks, which had a bunch of, well, they had a summary of what they did. And we had first an LLM say, well, look, in regard to your prompt, we have these files that are relevant for this. We would plug that in with a bunch of different instructions and documentation. We would write, well, the LLM would write our hook. And then, of course, the doubt, no? Does it work? Well, we would try to compile it. If it didn't compile, we would start doing this loop of, well, here's the error message. Can you fix it, Mr. LLM? And in circles. And if it worked, then, well, we went and did what's called the mining, the create to salt, because these contracts need to have certain addresses. Yeah. And then we deployed. And with Galadriel, it's all the same, but, well, with certain different infrastructure, with IPFS, et cetera, et cetera. But, OK, going to the exciting part, which is the demo. Let's see. Oh, no, this is not it. This is not it. This. Yep. OK, so this is actually quite high risk, because we've been going around and failing a bit. But let's see how it goes. Here you select whatever tokens for whatever pair.
Here you write basically what you want to create, like what hook you want to create, a prompt, and AI will generate it.
Let's see how it goes. OK, so here on the right, you can see the RAG that has fetched the most relevant hooks that it finds. And now it's starting to, it's going to try to write it. And it actually succeeded. OK, amazing, because this doesn't work all the time. Now it's calculating that create to thing. And here we see the hook being outputted. OK, it looks amazing. We can now, my screen is very dark. It's in the bottom, no? No, down. Oh, no. It's more down. I just said the screen is a bit cut. That's why we can't. There. OK, so now we can deploy it.
It's basically your AI-generated hook that is being deployed on the chain.
And succeeded, yeah. Well, anyway, we don't have time for more hooks. I mean, I'm happy that it worked. But yeah, just go to our repo, and you can play around with it yourselves. Thank you so much.
And it's deployed.
Amazing. LLMs, Uniswap v4, Solidity, and spending money on chain. What could go wrong? But that was cool. Next up, Zarathustra. Please give them a big round of applause.
Hi, everyone. It's so good to be here. Before I start, can I get a vibe check? Me and Adam need some encouragement. We pulled an all-nighter, so might be a little bit tired. Anyways, it's awesome to be here with you guys, and it's been awesome hacking for the past 48 hours. And it's been absolutely incredible seeing all these teams put in so much work. So to give you a brief introduction to our project, something that occupies a lot of my thinking recently has been some of the biggest AI companies in the world, and the fact that they're not open. And that's kind of a systemic problem. And something else that's taken a lot of my thinking is how we as human beings kind of interact and communicate with each other. The fact is that the internet was one of these huge advancements that let us kind of transfer information amongst each other in this incredibly seamless, fast, and cheap way. Now, crypto has actually enabled us to do something even cooler, which is coordinate people over the internet with economic incentives. And something that's been taking a lot of my time recently, and something I've been thinking about, is in the future, we might not be talking about coordinating people, but we may be talking about how do we coordinate vast kind of networks of intelligent agents. And that's what Zarathustra is about. So recently in crypto, we've seen a lot of experiments kind of around ZKML, OpML, and these experiments, they tend to have their own drawbacks and advantages, and that's something that me and Adam have spoken about quite extensively. So we wanted to create a project that reflected our thoughts and our own kind of unique approach, and that's what we're here to do today. So without further ado, I would like to start this presentation by asking someone from the audience to go ahead and ask Zarathustra a question. Anyone kind of volunteering? We have a question.
How to make TNT?
How to make TNT?
Let's not do that question, please.
How to make Pepsi? Okay. Adam, you want to? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You good?
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect our wallet. I can tell you as a Minecraft fan. So we're going to connect our wallet, and we're going to ask Zarathustra how to make Pepsi. How to make Pepsi. Yep. We'll submit and query Zarathustra through the smart contract. And now I would like to hand it over to Adam to explain all the magic sauce that's kind of happening in the back end here and why it's so incredible and why we're so passionate about the work we've done over the past 48 hours.
All right, so as you can see here, we have two AI agents deployed. Each are represented by their own terminal. And the way these agents communicates to each other is via our smart contract that also have a database of all of them, and that's how this whole communication is facilitated. So these two AI models have their specific expertise. The model on your right side is a very specific model, and his expertise is a very let's say more strict. But the model on your left side is what we call a router, which is essentially an LLM that, which is essentially an LLM that can do any computation by itself. It just knows a lot of AI friends that the router can then delegate the task to. So what happened here is the user asked our router what is the response, but the router didn't know how to respond. So instead, he asked his AI friend, the other model, which which computed the response. This response was then sent back to the router, and the router sent it back to the user. So now what we should see on our front end is the actual result that the router sends.
Yeah, the LLM models are not too sophisticated, the ones that we're using, you can probably tell. But nonetheless, the proof of concept is there. So to kind of conclude, we built a modular, open, and kind of permissionless piece of AI software. We wanted to create the world's first distributed piece of AI, and that was our goal for these 48 hours. So thank you guys so much. It was awesome, 48 hours hacking with you guys, and we hope to see you again next year.
Amazing. Trying to decentralize everything is a pretty good theme, and I'm glad that we could actually see a working demo that fits in 5 minutes and shows us what's possible. All right, next up, I want to bring on our next project, and it's Tap Ether. Please give them a big round of applause.
Hello, how are you guys doing? Okay, so today I'll be presenting about Tap Ether. similar to Apple Pay, just with Web3. You can use it with your favorite wallets. So yeah, let's get started. First, I want to dive deep into what problems we solve. So today, crypto with fiat, it's pretty centralized. Debit cards can be stolen, expired, damaged, whatever. Also there's like geographical limitations on debit cards also. For example, like countries cannot access crypto with fiat, but yeah, this is what problem I'm looking at. And then, we're gonna look at more into the NFC and integration with Web3. What can we do with this technology, right? It's pretty easy to interact with the blockchain. It's pretty secure and can be available on any device. Does support NFC chip. Yep, and these are the NFC chips you can see. To the left there is an Android NFC chip, and to the right there is a iOS version. A lot of vendors like Google Play, Apple Pay, they use these sort of chips to initiate transactions, payments, and etc. Yeah, I want to do a demo time here for the build. Let's see here. Will the screen mirroring work? Hopefully. So 2 seconds, okay. So this is the app, Tap Ether. I'm using localhost right now in development. This is how it looks, pretty simple, nothing complex. You have different options here, either connect your wallet or enter a wallet address. I'll just do some of my ENS names here. Yeah, so there needs to be a sender, so that's the client wallet. I'm going to use my other phone here. I'm going to use a 1-inch to connect the wallet here, but let's actually try it out. So right now what's happening is we're initiating a NFC session here, and whenever we're tapping 2 iPhones together, we should be able to get a file on the other iPhone, if you guys can see it. This file here is an HTML file. It redirects you to the desired wallet. In this case, I'll be using 1-inch, so I'm going to go to the 1-inch app, connect, and there you go. 1-inch wallet is now connected. We're able to see the user balance, what they have, what we can request for them to pay. For now, I'll just use DAI. So let's say I want 1 DAI, for example. I just specify 1 here. And this is the transaction details. So you can see from. This is my address, which I specified at the first screen. ENS name, of course. And then the to address is the to address is the address I specified at the beginning, and from address is the 1-inch wallet address. My bad. So yeah, so we can confirm the transaction. We'll get a sign request here, which user needs to sign. These are all the payment details that the user will, get and confirm. So once it's confirmed, there's going to be another step, and the last step here is the actual transaction that needs to be signed. So if we go ahead and sign the transaction, you can see there, the transaction has successfully passed. So once we release this app, hopefully anybody can pay with crypto as long as they have the app, NFC support. And yeah, this is the project. Thank you so much, everybody.
Amazing. In case you missed what just happened, you can now transfer any asset through NFCs by tapping your phone, and you can do that through JavaScript, which is incredible. You should definitely check out the source code for that one. All right, next up, let's welcome Snap.
Hi, everybody. We are the Snap team, and what we built is Snap. It's a tool to add context to any on-chain transaction. We built this using MetaMask Snap, WorldCoin World ID, and Filecoin. So what's a big problem in Web3? There's so many scams, phishing links, and drainer contracts. And there's no good way to prevent this, because nobody's going to go on the Block Explorer and read through the contract code to see if something is actually safe. So what we did, we were inspired by the x.com community nodes, and we built this for on-chain contracts. So how does it work? Anybody can write a note. It's linked to a contract address, and it provides some context about this contract. To prevent symbols, we require World ID, so everybody can only make one note. And when some notes are created, the community can, again, after signing in with World ID, vote on these notes, and then only the best note is shown to the user. So here on the right, you can see an example, like it's my favorite contract, I love it, so people know this is secure and they can interact with this contract. And now we're going to demo it.
Okay, let's go through the demo now. So I'm going to open the website. This is the home page. We have a button to install your Snap. We click on the button and accept request. It should install Snap. I think we have Wi-Fi issues. Oh.
It should be already installed, right?
When you're connected. Oh yeah, I don't have. Oh, I think I have this adapter.
For charging.
Oh no, I don't have.
Oh, but we can continue with like creating info.
Yeah, but the screen is gone.
Oh.
Okay. Is it because of battery? I have charging cable.
See if you have it
in my bag. Yeah.
Is it here somewhere?
Yeah, it's here.
Can you bring it? Yeah, no, that's okay. No worries. It happens.
Oh, snap. These things happen. We'll try to fix it live. Luckily, it's the demo that's fine. It's the AV that's not fine. All right. I think we are very much at the end of making this work. So let's try this one more time. The anticipation.
Okay, the internet is here. The screen isn't working.
All right, let's try this. There we go.
Okay. Okay, let's continue the demo. So let's try installing Snap again. Click connect and accept. Okay, the Snap is installed. We can see Snap in here. Snap here. So let's create a node now. For example, I have some smart contract addresses I want to report. I need to verify the WorldCoin first. Okay, verify with orb. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, WorldCoin is verified. Now let's paste in the address. This is gonna be the address I'm reporting. And say this contract is scam, for example, and we display it as a warning. So let's hit create node. So right now the node content is uploaded to IPFS and then it's linked to smart contract. So let's wait for it. Okay, the MetaMask pops up and we do confirm. Okay, this saves node. We can go in view nodes and paste in the address, and we can view the node here. It says this contract is scam, and we can also rate the node. Well, let's verify again with WorldCoin, paste ID. and we should successfully verify. And let's select if the comment was helpful. I click confirm, and now let's wait for the transaction to update score. If I refresh the page, it should update the score. Okay, the score is updated now. And let's try making transaction that interacts with the contract I just reported. So I'm gonna open MetaMask and try sending some ETH. 0.1. And if I go to OSnap here, it should show that the contract is scam, and it shows the status of the contract, so if it's negative or positive note, so you can real quickly see if the transaction you're making is risky or no. So this was the whole demo.
Is this the slides? Here is this. Yeah. So I think I'm speaking on behalf of the three of us when I say that we want to continue this. We're super happy with the idea and the product. But we didn't have time during these 48 hours to implement like all the features that we wanted. So the next things we want to add is like tipping for the contributors. We have that on the contract level, but we didn't have time to put it in like the front end. And we're already using like World ID for identification for people that write notes and vote. So we want to like attach a more sophisticated reputation system to it to like experiment with multipliers on the votings and stuff like that. And we also want to implement like the full x.com algorithm, like the score algorithm that Sander showed earlier is like a simplified version of that, but we want to implement like the full version, which will require some like off-chain logic as well. So yeah, thank you for listening to us yap.
That was awesome. Leverage the community to protect everybody's money is an excellent idea. All right, next up is Omma Cash. Please give them a big round of applause.
Buenas, buenas! Something that happens in other countries which are not in Europe, for example, Mexico, is that we are the second global remittance market. And what the fuck is a remittance? It's when people go abroad to send money to their families. That doesn't happen in Europe, but does happen in America, Latin America, Argentina, and all those places. So just $67 billion a year are sent to Mexico from the US, UK, Italy, Germany, everywhere in the world, $67 billion. But who receives this money? The mothers of the people who are working abroad. And they look like this when they try to save crypto, to save assets, save time, everything. So what we're trying to build is that most grandmas abroad in the world don't know how to use a wallet, but they know how to send tweeties, gifts, and all that stuff through WhatsApp. So what we're building, it's an AI-powered cross-border remittance payment chatbot using Circle API, Block Scout, so that everything works under the hood for a seamless consumer application. This is the team: Sergio Gonzalez, Victor Lopez, Israel Cortez, and our best employee, ChatGPT. We're making remittances so simple your grandma can use it, and we're gonna demonstrate it right now.
Hey, now I'm gonna show you the demo from this application, and everything starts when we send a message to our bot that it's on WhatsApp, how you can see, and what we're gonna do is try to send a transaction. This bot are gonna ask me for what kind of action should I do. This works, at the end of the day, this works with ChatGPT. So you can try to, just like I'm doing right now, like a menu, or you can just like, if you are talking with someone. But I'm going to say that I'm going to send Polygon. So that's right. And what really this does under the hood, this is gonna connect to our server that is running on Circle. We have the server right here. These are gonna catch in all the things that we are doing, and it's going to ask me for the contact. Then it's gonna be myself. Okay, and when we create that, now we have a store all the contacts that you're gonna send money. You just need to store the phone, and that's all basically. It's the only information that we need to send money to that user. And something that is really cool about this project, in this case, it says that Victor doesn't exist. So I'm gonna create new contact number plus 52 1. Oh, give me a second. Plus 52 1. Yeah, that's the number. So that's the only information that we need to send money to that user. And something really cool about this project is that when you are sending money, you are sending whatever you want. In this case, we're going to send Polygon. We're going to send Matic, basically. And the user is going to decide what he's going to receive. So he could receive, like Irra was telling before, he will receive a bank transfer account, he could receive crypto, and whatever change that you want. So I'm going to confirm transaction, confirm. So now, let me try to connect my phone. ¿Cuál es? Okay, now it's connected. So I just got WhatsApp. I'm gonna try to accept that transaction. Just let me quickly check, or I can check right now. Okay, but in this case, I'm gonna accept that transaction. You have to accept, and you have to decide what kind of transactions you're gonna receive. For that case, we are gonna try to receive a bank transfer account. So basically, we have been sent Polygon, and we are saying that we are going to receive $1. So I'm going to give to the bot my bank account clave, that is something that we use in Mexico, my millionaire account. Just let me copy my clave. So once that I do, that I send my clave, the bot now knows where to send the money. So I'm going to confirm. Someone sent me a message. Nice. That's funny, but well. When we confirm the transaction, what we are doing, it's basically we send the Polygon Matic to a concentrator account, and we receive that, and we transfer the Matic on Bitso, and we transfer to the money from a Mexican bank account, and no, but I mean, let me stop mirroring. Okay. After that, what we can see is that all the transactions have been complete, and it's on the chain, on our chain, and it should be a transfer. I just from one to my personal account in basically a couple of seconds. So if I just enter here, okay. Well, the transaction didn't send right now, but that's the transaction that we sent at the night. Probably we got something wrong about the internet or something. But basically, we got a payment account to a bank account real, sending crypto, or you can receive another chain that you want. And basically, that's how our project works. So hope you enjoy, guys. And Viva Mexico!
That was an amazing, amazing use case. You got to almost see a real transaction happen from a crypto to a bank account. I saw it before. It does work, but I'm glad that all of you got to see it too. All right, a few more finalist demos to go. Let's welcome Piggy Wallet.
Hi there, how are you? Well, now you have someone from Mexico and some from Argentina here, so shout out to Latin America here. Woo. Well, I will introduce you. My name is Ephi. He's my friend Matute, and I'm with Marcos. I will let Matute to continue with the presentation, but thank you all.
Hello, everybody. Well, we are Piggy Wallet. We are secure crypto savings for kids in high inflation economies. We are three, two full-stack developer and one product designer, and two for us. We are from Argentina, so we know a bit about inflation. We create a gamified saving platform so parents can set up smart accounts for their children so they can save in stable coins. All of this thanks to account abstraction. The first thing that the parent needs to do is create a smart account. We are using Save Smart Accounts for this and dynamic social login, so it's a very easy UX. They can come here, sign up with Google. It will ask how many children they have. Let's suppose we have 2 children. We set up the information, name, birthday, and email for both of the child. And once we confirm the information here, an email is sent to the child, and the wallet is set up. The parents can see their own balance here, and they can check the savings account from their children from here. Why are we using account abstraction? For a couple of things. First of all, time lock of savings. Since we have the birthday of the children, we can know when they will be plus 18 years old, and the savings will be time locked until they are 18 years old. They cannot withdraw without the permission from their parents. Also, we're providing gasless fees with the Pimlico Paymaster, and all of the tokens that we receive, we are swapping it automatically to USDC. This is the onboarding for the child. They go to the email, they log in with Google, and that's it. They don't see any tokens, everything is completely abstract, and they can just receive money. So they add money to your Piggy, they can scan the QR code or share a payment link, and that's it. They will receive USDC. We can also set up saving goals. We are creating different smart accounts for this. So by default, you will have a general savings here, but let's suppose they want to buy the PlayStation 5. We can set up another smart account for that, so the children can track the progress in their savings. And with the same stack, with Model Kit by Rhinestone and also Save Smart Accounts, we can do something pretty similar, but with interaction from the children. We can set up tasks and gamify doing chores. For example, if you walk the dog, you earn 2 USDC. And if you don't do your homework, you will miss 2.5 USDC. We're having an optimistic view about this. We don't ask anything from the children, but optionally, parents can set up to ask for a picture for this. All of this information is trackable for the parents. They can see the general overview of both of their children, or they can filter by one of the childs, and here they can see the full history of the tasks that are finished and what they earn. Also, when they receive money, how it's split in the different safe vaults that we have. And if they reach a goal, they can do the withdrawal, for example, to buy a teddy bear. Last but not least, we create an AI financial advisor powered by OpenAI and voice flow. This is to help the children to learn about crypto. They can go to the chat, they can chat with PiggyBot. This is also fine-tuned by their age, since we have their birth date. So we can say, talk to me like I'm 5 years old, or talk to me like I'm 14 years old. Here we can ask why I should save in USDC instead of Argentine pesos. For us, it's obvious, but maybe a lot of you want to learn about that. That was the demo. We plan to continue building this. There will be a pop-up city in Buenos Aires during the entire month of August. We want to focus on enabling payments for the children and their smart wallets. We want to launch this officially in Argentina, since it's one of the biggest markets for these kind of products, and maybe in the future integrate cross-chain intents. That's all. Thank you very much. You can test it by yourself right now and onboard the next generation on chain. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing and such a nice use case. Think of the compound interest. All right, 3 more demos to go, and we're going to then talk about all the prizes. So let's welcome at FHE.
Yeah, hey everyone. Yeah, so I'm Deniz, and today we'll be presenting you at FHE. But before getting started, can we hear who really cares about their data privacy? Yeah, that's great because basically at FHE enables you to see ads related to your area of interest, but without revealing any information about you, thanks to fully homomorphic encryption. So here is our team. I'm Deniz, and we built it with my teammates Emir and Mehmet, and we are from Turkey. Yeah, so our motivation is basically simple. So there are like really big, evil corporate companies, like corporates, and they collect every detail of information about you through your search engine prompts, the videos you watch, and so on. And they basically monetize all of these, and they do like targeted advertising campaigns with this. And yeah, they can also take this one step further by, collecting your digital footprints and just predicting your behaviors. So for example, map and navigation apps. I think you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, so here there are like 2 big problems. So one of them is on the user side. So these companies, they store billions of data, but they store these in like central servers, and they basically do whatever they want with all of this data without even telling us. And these companies, they mostly get their revenue from advertisements by monetizing this data, and like we don't have any rights on that currently. And from the advertiser side, like as they give this as a service, they can't really offer enough options to their customers about these ads, to their basically customers for like, yeah, okay. And for the solution, we basically combine FHE and self-sovereign identities. So we use FHE to basically encrypt the data, the personal user data, and using FHE, we basically match the advertisement data with the user data without revealing any sensitive information. And we do this on-chain with self-sovereign identities, so that's how we basically make sure that your data is in your control. So yeah, so now my teammate Emir will show you the demo.
So in our application, there are 2 types of user. First one is advertisers. As an advertiser, you can publish an ad for your company. For example, in here, let's say, we create an ad for ETHGlobal. We need a website URL and an image URL, and we can choose expiry date for this ad. And the main part is target audience. This part, for example, as ETHGlobal, let's say he wants to reach only a crypto native person and English speaking and young adult person. After this, we can submit our ad on Sepolia. Yeah, this is the advertiser's part, but most interesting part is user. For example, we have to switch to Phoenix because users' information stored in Phoenix as encrypted. Okay, for example, currently I selected I am college student, English speaking, and young adult. So if I open a website, it will show me an ad according to this information. And let's change this information. For example, let's say I am crypto native and I am in a relationship, and let's update my preferences. it's confirmed. If we open the website again, it will show us a website that we can buy our partner a gift using crypto. And of course, this all app flow working with encrypted user data. So we are calculating this without even knowing users' preferences, and we don't even know which ad users see end of this calculation. So we believe this is one of the greatest example for potential of FHE. Thanks to you for listening.
An applied, fully homomorphic encryption application for you to demo with a super cool use case. This is what this tech is about. 2 more finalist demos to go, so let's welcome Ephi.
Hi guys, so we are Team Ephi and we are building ephemeral blockchain interactions for the Ethereum ecosystem. So, in other words, blinks on the Ethereum mainnet, on the Ethereum ecosystem. So, some problems we want to address are difficult onboarding for Web3 users, a high learning curve and a high level of technical ability that's needed to participate on-chain, a lack of social interaction between Web3 users, even when they're both on-chain but on different Web3 social networks. A lack of accessibility and reach for the centralized platforms to a mass audience outside of crypto, and the difficult problem of creator monetization, especially in Web2 platforms, which are walled gardens very often. So, some existing solutions, blinks and actions and Firecaster frames. The blinks and actions are on the Solana ecosystem, and the Firecaster frames are enveloped in the Firecaster social ecosystem. So, to put it a step further, we have several use cases that we want to extend to the whole Ethereum ecosystem, some of which are token transfers, faucets, bridging, donations, swaps, referrals / ads, exclusive content for subscriptions, prediction markets, games, etc. So, here's the Ephi architecture, 3 main components, the browser plugin in yellow, the generator app in white, and the IPFS storage on the right bottom. So, first of all, when a user wants to create a blink, a blockchain link, he goes to our app to select the blink category, and we have created a few select templates that he can choose and modify as he wishes. So some of the templates are ERC20 transfers, NFT transfers, faucets, donations, bridges, subscriptions, swaps, etc. Once he chooses the template, he can customize it as he will and put in the contract address with which he wants to interact, and also adjust the functions he wants to call. Once he deploys it, it's converted to the Ephi format and published to the IPFS, where the HTML code and JavaScript are located and transparent for everybody to see. So everybody who has our plugin can view these links anywhere on the internet because they're just simple string characters, and render them into Web3 context-rich windows on any Web2 platform, such as Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, Twitter comment sections, Substack, Mediums, and so forth. Now we will do a live demo of 2 use cases we prepared for you. So this is the generator app. Here we have some templates of a swap affiliate use case, the bridge use case, and the donation use case. First of all, we will create one donation blink. Here we input the contract address of the multisig or the smart contract which controls the donation campaign. We can adjust some metadata like the image, the background color, the amount of USDC or other token, whatever token we want to donate, customize the buttons. Once we do that, we save it and we deploy it on the IPFS. Okay, that was fast for IPFS. Now we copy the link. We can also check the deployment on the IPFS, but we'll copy the link and go on Twitter, make a post. So as we can see, the plugin automatically renders the string, which is usually just, if a user doesn't have the plugin, it will just show as a simple string or a link. And if he has the plugin, it will be a Web3 context-rich environment where he can initiate transactions. In this case, the user wants to donate himself. We can see the balance of the ape token in this case. And after he initiates the transaction, so 100 ape, we have prompted the MetaMask wallet to sign the transaction. We'll wait a few moments for the transaction to go through. we have now a new wallet balance for the ape token since the transaction went through on-chain. So the user never has to leave the Web2 environment, in this case Twitter. Another interesting use case here, a user says there's something interesting happening on the Arbitrum. Another user says, okay, that's cool, but I don't have any funds on Arbitrum, I'm mostly on Base. The other user says, that's okay, you don't even need to leave Twitter, I'll make a custom link for you that bridges from Base to Arbitrum using USDC and just post it as a reply. The other user sets the Base and Arbitrum networks, the amount of USDC, he prompts the transaction. The bridge Blink is powered by Chainlink CCIP protocol. We prompt the transaction and execute it. The blinks are interactive and responding to on-chain state. And we can check on the Chainlink Explorer that the transaction went through. The USDC went from the Base chain to the Arbitrum chain without ever leaving Twitter. And for a few closing remarks, we demoed it on Twitter, but embedding it on any social media web page is already possible with our framework. Integrating it as a plugin into wallets such as MetaMask, or as it already is on Phantom Solana, is a use case that we would like to have. Different metadata storage options to diversify from IPFS, maybe introduce even centralized solutions, more templates and generator options to make any on-chain interaction possible, and all this to make the Web2, Web3 cross-communication standard possible. Thank you.
Amazing. That was such a cool practical demo and shows you how you can just get so many of these things done without ever leaving your browser or needing to directly over time use a wallet. All right, this is our 10th and last finalist demo for the day. Are you all ready? Let's give a big round of applause to Individuum.
Thank you, everyone. So, instead of asking for a classic vibe check, I want to have a provable vibe check. How can I do that? Just go on this tweet and like it the most you can. We'll do something cool with it. And meanwhile, Marvin will explain a bit the product.
Hey guys, I'm happy to tell you more about Individuum, our project. So Individuum is an easy way to incentivize people for performing Web2 tasks. And what we try to implement is a secure and transparent way to actually pay the people. So we lock the USDC that we chose as a payment platform to ensure that the money that is delegated to the task is definitely available. Some benefits are the transparency, efficiency, and the tasks are clearly defined due to our implementation of TLSN. Mathieu will tell you more about that.
So, what we'll want to prove in this demo is that we will be able to prove on-chain the amount of likes of this tweet. We'll do it now. Why I do it before explaining the whole product? Because it takes a bunch of time. So we made a plugin for TLS Notary, which is a piece of tech we'll explain a bit. And here it is proving some data, and I'll explain how it works. So, it's really basic. So, what we do with TLS Notary, it is a way to prove with MPC some TLS exchange. You know TLS is a standard for exchanging data on the web with HTTPS. So we have this basic infrastructure where you have the Chrome extension that you saw in red on the bottom that interacts with the server, in our case, Twitter. And it interacts with Twitter with MPC computation, that's the TLS Notary protocol, that allows to a verifier to be convinced that the data of the tweet is indeed correct and has been sent by Twitter. Then the verifier sends the data on-chain, not directly, and here, in our case, on Arbitrum, so an escrow contract can then check that the tweet has got an amount of likes to pay him accordingly. So that's what we'll do. We have the first proof, we'll be waiting for the second one. So to explain a little bit the technical stuff, why it takes a bunch of time. When, for example, you want to exchange 1 kilobyte of data, there's the overhead of the two-party computation protocol with MPC. So you need to exchange like with a multiple factor of data. So this is why it's highly dependent on bandwidth. So to explain a bit the infrastructure now, we have a classic marketplace that allows people to buy like influencing on Twitter. For example, I want to promote the ETHGlobal account. I can pay 1 cent of a USDC for a like I get on a Twitter post mentioning ETHGlobal. So that's what we have here, but we'll be waiting for the proof to notarize the tweet data. It takes longer because there's a lot of likes, and the Twitter API isn't very constant size, where there's a lot of interactions. It adds a lot of data, so the response takes way longer. This is why it's taking long, so product let crash. It won't really work, but I'll show you briefly with proof that I had before. So here I have all the history of my proofs. In the account proving, so I proved that on a Twitter account, and it proved that I did post a tweet. To fill the order, I just clicked, and I accept, so I grant the proof data to the website. Now the website has the two proofs, and send that to the off-chain verifier, which is just there. The off-chain verifiers verifies the whole TLS exchange between the Twitter account and my browser, which is the prover. And then you didn't even notice, because we use Web3 auth to allow for a walletless sign-in, but you made a transaction. In our case, it will be a transfer of 0 USDC because the proof is before all the likes, but it transfers 0 USDC because we had like a 0 difference of likes. In 10 seconds, I don't think we'll have the notarization ready. But yeah, we have a lot of trust assumptions, which make this feel less magical, but we're working on it, and there's a lot of potential solutions to make this more trustless. Thank you.
Those were our 10 incredible finalists doing live demos. So let's give them another massive round of applause. Please thank BananaBets, Cook Some Hooks, Zarathustra, Tap Ether, OSnap, Omma Cash, Piggy Wallet, FHE, Ephi, and Individuum. Now, the part that I know all of you have been waiting for. And that, of course, is ETHGlobal going on chain, right? Well, we're going to get to the prize in a second, but we want to also talk about a couple more things that we're doing. And this is going to be a theme for the rest of the events this year. We're going to talk about all the stuff that we're putting on chain for all of you to take advantage of. And what I'm super excited to talk about for now is the evolution of what the Hacker Pack is. Close to 2,000 of you already have minted the Hacker Pack. And what it means is, if you have been to any hackathon, whether it's in person or async, you can mint this because we know that this is you. And as part of that, you get access to a bunch of cool things on-chain and off-chain, especially the faucet, which I know everybody has been, frankly, abusing, which is great. We have a lot of ETH, don't worry. But what we want to do is we want to talk about how we can actually use that to create a much bigger network. And I'm talking about people. There's no tokens. Don't worry. This is not happening. Close to 2,000 people have minted the Hacker Pack. Over 22,000 claims have been made on the testnet for testnet tokens across 15 different chains. And we've been giving a lot of discounts. We've been giving a lot of free credits. We've been subsidizing on-chain transactions. And when we counted all those things, it's been over $15,000 of just value being given to all of you simply for being an amazing builder in the space. We want to do more of that. And I want to thank all of you for doing this. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. So the thing that we want to do is really emphasize that the builders are the lifeblood of our ecosystem. That is the entire reason we started ETHGlobal. We believe that no matter what the market dynamics are, no matter what the price is, no matter what others are saying on Twitter, what matters is we continue getting smart, passionate, and highly, highly motivated people coming in and implementing their wildest technical dreams and moving all of us forward, because technology never follows the path and the pace that you expect. These things take years, sometimes decades, to become ubiquitous, and our job is to start that now and make that change day by day. HackerPack is the first step. What we want to do is make sure that everything is on-chain and permissionless, which means you get to just infer all these things, do whatever you want with that information. And as part of this, the thing that we're announcing now is our next iteration of the HackerPacks. There are now going to be 2 additional packs for developers. You start with the HackerPack, you can evolve into a builder pack, and you can be a pioneer in this space. Just kind of like Pokemon, but more stuff given to you. You've all seen how the HackerPack works. If you haven't, just go to ethglobal.com/packs. Anybody can mint, especially if you're in this room, because you automatically qualify. We know who you are, and we will mint that for you. It is free. And you're getting stuff like, obviously, swag discount from our swag store. You can get all the ETH-related merch. If you want to buy our city packs, you get a big discount there. Everybody gets a free ENS domain name, lens handle, Farcaster handle, a .stark name for a handle. And we're also going to be adding a lot of support for developer events like the StarkNet, SmartCon and DuneCon that are happening in just a few months. You just have to simply hold the pack, which is an NFT, and you get to claim all these things, and you get to take advantage of all these things happening across the world. This is already what's available to you. The thing that we're doing is we're actually introducing 2 more pieces where if you've been more involved in the ETHGlobal ecosystem, which means you've at least attended 2 hackathons and submitted 2 projects and won at least $100 in prizes in total, you get way more. What does that mean? You get everything from before. We increase all the discounts. If you have been staking with us, you actually get to stake a smaller amount. We trust you. We want to make sure we get to reward you, and we want to make sure we recognize all the stuff you've done. We get higher faucet limit and other toolings that you all use, Notion Pro, Pinata, Gold Rush, Quick Note access. All these things are just kind of being built in. You can claim all these things automatically. And then the last HackerPack evolution is the Pioneer Pack, which is you get everything from before and all these other amazing things, which is we will make sure we get the prizes to you fast, 10 times faster, fast faucet limits, more discounts, all other access to Web3 services that you will use and end up using for personal or work reason or making your project more and more advanced. And to qualify for the Pioneer Pack, you must have attended at least 1 in-person and 1 async event. And we want to just do this thing for fun. This is free. This is free. Anybody can mint it. If you go to the packs page now, you will see if you qualify automatically, because we know if you have submitted 2 projects, and you get to claim all these things starting right now. So not only is it that we're going to start adding more and more stuff for you to take advantage of and really experience how amazing this ecosystem is, we want to make sure this is also permissionless. So anytime you do this stuff, everything is on chain. And if somebody wants to offer something or you want to do any inclusions of some category or perk or whatever, or your event, you can just refer that information on chain and do whatever you want. And we want to make sure we continue pushing more things on chain. But that's not all. We want to make sure we also help out everybody who's not just a hacker, but help support these events. So we're doing the same thing for our mentors and volunteers with the supporter pack, our partners with the partner pack, and all of our speakers and judges with the OG pack. You get all the stuff that I've talked about and a few more things that are specifically for you. And all you have to do is just log in with your email and mint this, and then you get to be on chain. So we really hope that you all try this out, and you will know immediately if you qualify. And we hope that more and more of you get to the next stage and that we can help you basically achieve whatever you're looking to get in this ecosystem. So everything is live today, all these 6 packs. Please head over to ethglobal.com/packs and come on chain with us, and really let's show the world that the infrastructure is ready. We can actually start building useful things now by example. So that's it with this. Let's get to the stuff that all of you have been waiting for. So we're going to have to plan this out. I need all the energy I need. And you need to save your claps, because I'm going to make you clap a lot in this section and also at the end. So you have to figure out what is the right balance of how many claps you want to allocate per minute, because There are 128 slides of prizes. Yeah, we may need another water bottle. That's a joke, don't worry. Okay. I'm going to pause for a sec. All right, we'll do this. We'll try to make this equal. I'll bring in all my energy, which is not there yet. And I want to see who's excited and also awake right now. All right. Oh, wow, this is great. So, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with all the prizes, which is $500,000 that we're giving away. And the rules are very simple. If you hear your team name, I want you to shout. The louder you shout, the higher you end up on the leaderboard, which is in my head. And the last person I remember who's on the top wins a ledger. Is that a good deal? All right. Let's do this. Slide 1 of 128. Let's start with Avail. Talk2Talk.ai is the best use of Avail, and you win $2,000, and L3S is the $1,500 winner. No screaming. Where are these teams? Come on. Medical DA, Proof Royale, Zaptia, or Arcave are the 4 runner-ups, winning $1,375 each on Avail. And Rec Trade is the best core tooling project, and you're going to be taking home $1,000. Man, nobody's in this room? That's not good. All right, let's do Arbitrum. Petition Vault, Piggy Wallet, Individuum, and Ephi are all 4 teams winning $1,500 each. I heard some screams, but they were not loud enough, so they don't count. They haven't made it to the leaderboard yet. Game Blitz is the best use of Stylus. There we go. Game Blitz is on top. Integrum Swap is the second place $2,000 winner, and Net Zero is the $1,500 third place winner. Congratulations to these 3 teams for the Stylus category. And D. Ager is the best use of Orbit Chain. Air Stake and Stay is $2,000 second place winner, and Medical GA is the third place $1,500 recipient. Congratulations. Next up is Block Scout. This is going to be a fun one. 95 teams are going to win $210.52 each. So congratulations to ZNS Connect. I'm not going to say all of them. Don't worry. All of you are going to get a lot of prizes, and you split the pool prize equally. So far, that team over there is the winner on the top. Next up is Chronicle. NAC is the DeFi track winner. Was that NAC or one of the other twos? All right, how about you scream if you hear your team name and not front run this, okay? NAC. There we go. Dcash is the $1,500 winner, and GhostPay is the $700 winner for the best DeFi track. Ooh, it's a tie right now, NAC and GhostPay. For the innovation track, Verification Station is the top team, winning $2,500. X Data Aggregator is the second place $1,500 winner, and Pacta is the third place $700 recipient. All right, NAC and the other one. Oh man, I'm not good at this. Island is the education track winner for $350, and Diamond Hands is the leaderboard winner right now, and $250 recipients. Next up is Circles. Brace Buddy is the best use of Circles SDK, and you win $3,000. And Wallet.eth and FanGem are going to be winning $2,000 each for being runner-ups. Then we have Filecoin. Orcave is the best use of Filecoin, and you win $5,000. Shewell is the second place, $3,500 winner, and our topmost, loudest team here. And Labeler
are the third place $2,500 winners. So congratulations for the best use of Falcon category. QuadDB is the best data app. You're going to take home $3,000. Nautical is the best AI tool. You're going to take home $3,000. And DataZen is the best privacy tool, and you're also going to be receiving $3,000. All right, so I got to remember this. SheWell, number 1. Layer 0. SyncSafe is the best omnichain implementation, and you get home $13,000. Wow. Liquid Tent is the second place $6,250 winner, and SyncSafe is going to be taking home $750 for third place. That's a drop. Man. PancakeSwap. Waffle Finance is the best DeFi app, and you're going to be receiving $4,000. And Captain Hook Markets is the second place $2,500 winner. For the most creative hook ideas, LaunchFi is the first place $4,000 winner. Liquid Delegation wins $2,500. Oh my God, Liquid Delegation. That's some good competition there. And Cook Some Hooks is the third place $1,500 winner. Liquid Delegation is on top. Next up is Polygon. Ticket Chain is the best use of Polygon CDK, and you win $3,000. And Only Farts, which I don't want to know what it is the $2,000 recipient. Do It Together is the third place $1,500 winner. Crypto Cartels is a $1,000 fourth place winner, and DataZen is the fifth place $500 winner. The best ZK dApp goes to Dry for $3,000. Travel Protocol is the $2,000 winner for second place, and Whisper is the third place $1,500 recipient. And for fourth place, Fast Track Pay and Cake3 or Cake are the $500 each recipients, and fifth place is tied between DeFi RFQ Platform and ENAC for $250 each. Nice. For the Unified ZK EVM, Gcash wins $2,000, and DabbleBot is the second place $1,200 winner. So congratulations to both of these teams for the ZK EVM category. And Realcast and Fairpump are going to be receiving $400 each. Next up, Uniswap Foundation. Malbec Finance is the best use of hooks and the loudest team here so far for $5,000. And LaunchFi is the second place $3,000 winner. And all my unicorns read on L1 is what I think it means. Is a third place $2,000 winner. For integrations category, HookRank is the first place winner for $3,000. Xdata Aggregator wins $2,000 for second place, and Liquid Delegation is the third place $1,000 winner. Nice. Not quite there yet. Liquid Tent is the first place winner for $2,000 for research and experimentation category. Cook Some Hooks wins $1,250 for second place. Integrum Swap is the third place $750 winner. Integrum Swap it is. And don't worry, I am normalizing for the distance in my head, I think. I'm going to be as fair as I can. Next up is WorldCoin. WorldCare is the best use of World ID, and the loudest team here so far. Proof Palace is the second place $3,000 winner. Petition Vault wins $2,000 for third place, and Web3 Checkout wins $1,000 for the fourth place. The most creative use case goes to Travel Protocol for $2,500. ZK Whistleblower is the best governance app for $2,500. And Dewdrop is the best public goods use case for $2,500. And these 33 teams are going to be splitting the pool prize, so each of you gets $75.76 each. Nice. Next up is 1inch. EVM Actions is the first place $3,000 winner and the loudest team so far. ETHFlow is the second place $1,500 winner. Tap Ether wins the third place $1,000 prize, and Alpha Blue is the fourth place $500 recipient. Nice. Next up is ApeCoin. Shitcoin Dozer and Gnomes and Knights are the two teams winning $2,000 each. Looks like you can put anything there, and I have to say it. So this is it's going to be a fun game in the future. And GhostPay and Ephi are the two teams for the best infra category. Congratulations. BananaBets, Promised Land, Platano, Oplomo, and Spread are the four teams winning $500 each. That's still that team that's winning. Next up is Base. Easy is the best smart wallet for $3,000. DataGrader is the second place $2,000 winner. And Proof of Friend is the third place $1,000 winner. For the best consumer app UX, ProofPal wins $2,000, and SyncSafe is the best business app UX category winner for $2,000. On to Cello. Net Zero is the best dApps built for MiniPay, and you get $3,500, and Cello Split is the second place $2,500 recipient. The best use of stablecoin gas goes to Gulls, and you'll be taking home $1,500. Chainlink. Palm Civet, Perpetuals, Ephi, and Bazaara are the three teams winning the best use of CCIP, and you get $2,000 each. Congratulations. Safe City and Kuka are the two teams winning $2,000 for the Connect the World category with Chainlink. Circle. Omma Cash is the best. It's the best application for emerging use case. You get $2,500. AI Web Assistant is the second place $1,500 winner. Omma Cash is definitely leading this charge. Check is the best application for cross-border payments for $2,000. Piggy Wallet is the best application for dollar access for $2,000. Game Blitz is the best application for crypto capital markets category. All of you win $2,000. On to Dynamic. EVM Actions is the best integration, and it seems like this team is definitely more than 5 people. I got to see what's going on there. But you are definitely the loudest right now. And Alpha Blue is the best cross-chain experience for $2,000. Dcash, Piggy Wallet, and Power Wagers are all going to be receiving $2,000 each for the SocialFi, Abstract Away, and the most entertaining fun categories. On to ENS. EVM Actions is the best use of ENS. I think you became a bigger team this time. And you get $3,000. WorldCare is the second place $2,500 winner, and QuadDB is the third place $2,000 recipient. EVM Actions is on top. Resolving ENS on L2 wins fourth place for $1,500, and Proof of Friend is fifth place $1,000 recipient. Ethereum Foundation prizes. Individuum and Proof Royale are the two category winners for TLS Notary, and you get to split the prize, so you will be receiving 8.5 each. The prize pool for plugin developers category goes to Bootleg. This is not going to end well for me. You can read, right? Notar Exchange and ZapTL, and you'll be taking home 345.33 each. I need to use ChatGPT for submissions next time. DNS Registry AVS is the best use of ZK email. You get $1,500, and CryptoForce and Shield.WTF are going to be receiving $750 each. On to Flare. That team wins $7,000, but still not allowed as EVM Actions, but you have more money than them, so that's okay. I think you're like $1,000 short. I did the mental math. It's okay. I'm counting. Xdata Aggregator is the best use of data protocols category for $1,500. Net Zero wins $1,000 for second place, and Rainframe is the third place $500 winner. And all of you also get a hoodie, which you can collect from the Flare booth. Congratulations. Next up is Galadriel. Llama Rally is the best on-chain AI agent for $3,000. EU AI agent is second place for $2,000, and Narrative AI is the third place winner for $1,000. And Ask Catadelph is the best multi-chain system bounty for $4,000 and louder than EVM Actions. All right. I don't know what this means, but it's a cool name. On to Hyperlane. I think I'm maybe 70 slides in. There's a lot more to go. Net Zero and NatFHE are the two teams for best use of Hyperlane. You're going to be taking home $1,500 each. Tamate Beko is the best application using Hyperlane for $2,000. Deploy Alchemist is the best infrastructure app for $1,500, and Anime Wars is the most creative use of Hyperlane, and you get to take home $2,000. On to Inco. Minco Mine is the best gaming dApp on Inco for $3,000. Token Tactics is the second place $2,000 winner, and D-Game is the third place $1,000 winner. Still not loud as the other one. McDonald's Aggregator is the best open innovation category. I already like this, and I don't even know what this is, but it sounds pretty awesome. $2,500, and Hiraishin is the second place $1,500 recipient. Congratulations. On to Morph. DataGator is the best consumer dApp, and you get $3,000. Almost there. It was very close. Piggy Wallet is the second place $2,500 winner, and Shewell is the $1,500, and Shewell takes the lead. Amazing. On to Near. Near AI Assistant and ELI5 Near TX are the two teams winning $2,500 each for the best user-owned AI category. On to Nethermind. Astro ZK-ML is the best ZK project and seems to be a one-man effort. But you win $1,750. On-Chain Guard is the best security dApp. Nice, $2,750. And On-Chain Simulations is the large-scale compute application category winner for $1,000. Mega Blobs is the pre-confirmations category winner for $3,000. And Just a Tip is the pre-confirmation runner-up for $1,500. I did hear that. Nillion. Melanoma detection is the best blind AI project on Nillion for $3,000. Congratulations. GeoTrust is the best blind app runner-up for $1,000. And the best tool for blockchain integration category winner is Blind Feedback, and you also take home $1,000. On to Pith. Market Maker is the most innovative use of Pith. Oracle, you get $4,000. And underscore LZ Lend, I think it's L, not I, correct me, $2,000. But not as loud as she will. The most innovative use for Pith goes to Meal Review, and you will be taking home $2,000. On to Rootstock. Moria is the best DeFi dApp on Rootstock for $4,000. Rune Launch is the best runes or ordinals project on Rootstock. You get $3,000. And Ephi is the best Rootstock use of blockchain application integration for $3,000. So congratulations to all three of these teams. On to Safe. Zcard is the best app integrating ERC 7579. You get $2,500. And Dry is the second place $1,500 winner. Apes Together Strong is the best app integrating passkeys for $2,500. And BioSafe is the $1,500 winner. Fluid Loan is the best app integrating Safe, and you get to take home $2,000. Congratulations. On to Scroll. Dry is the best project on Scroll for $3,000, and ZK Whistleblower and Notar Exchange are going to be two teams winning $1,500 each. And all my unicorns read on L1. I think that's what it means. And Toadnado are the best use of L1 S-Load, winning $2,000 each. Onto the graph. Lemon Pay is the best use of UpGraph. You get $2,300. DeFi Data Dex is the second place $1,500 winner. Then we have Friend Fries for another subgraph category for $2,400. Rockstop for $1,700 second place. And AdFHE is the third place $1,300 winner. And the best use of substreams goes to SwapX for $800. Web3 Auth. GhostPay gets the grand prize for $3,000. And the best mobile app goes to Goals for $2,000. Brace Buddy is the best use of global accounts winner for $1,000. Fast Track Pay for best single factor auth for $2,000. And Labeler for best use of Web SDK for $2,000. On to Zerion. Nudger is the best application built on Zerion Zero Network or using the API. You get $4,000. And Block Whisper is the second place $3,000 winner. Spread are the two. Spread and OSnap are going to be winning $1,500 each. That was actually very loud. You are on top. Number one, Spread. Love it. On to Zirkit. Ephi is the best project on Zirkit for $2,500. LZ Lend is the best circuit integration for $1,875. And Lazy Peggy is the best DeFi project for $1,875 as well. OSnap and Just a Tip are also going to be receiving $1,875 each for the best NFT and the most creative category. So congratulations. On to Phoenix. Pet ID is the best use of Phoenix for $2,500. Just a Tip is the second one for $1,500. And AdFHE is the third place $1,000 recipient. MetaMask and Linea. Snappy AI is the best use for $2,500, and Snappy AI is now the loudest team here in the room. SyncSafe is the second place $1,500 winner, and Safe City gets $1,000 for that attempt. Neon EVM. Ephi is the best use case of Neon EVM for $1,500, so congratulations. Nouns DAO. Ninit Grants is the best use of Nouns for $2,500. Nouns Royale wins second place for $1,500. And Tic Tac Forever is the third place $1,000 winner. Congratulations. On to Wallet Connect. Lazy Peggy is the best Wallet Connect app kit integration. You get 2,500. BlockRock gets 1,500 for second place, and Merchandise is the third place $1,000 winner. Vara, we're nearing the end. This is great. SP Bonding is the best app on Vara for $1,500, and Play It and Trio are going to be receiving $500 each. On to Privy. Buzz is the best consumer app using Privy, and you get $1,000. Those were all the prizes. Let's give everybody a massive round of applause. And you get to see all of this live on your dashboard and for everybody publicly to now look at and see what you won. And for those of you who won a lot of things, we do the math for you. So if you log into your dashboard, you get to see the totals. So quick notes on how prizes work. Everything I said is not final. We're going to spend the next 2 weeks reviewing everybody's source code and making sure that nobody cheated and followed the rules. Which means if somebody is disqualified, prizes will change, especially in a pool prize category where the numbers are sum of all the teams that are submitted. All that will be looked at and reviewed in parallel over the next 2 weeks. And you will get an email in 2 weeks, just a few days before August 9th, confirming these are the prizes, this is the address it will be sent on, and this is what you are receiving. So please look out for that email, and they'll come to you in a little over 10 days, and we are going to be planning on distributing all these things on August 9th, which is actually about 3 weeks. So before we wrap everything up, I'm going to have all of you collect all of your remaining energy and help me thank everybody that make this possible, and then we can wrap this whole event up. So there's a lot of people that put in time, effort, their dedication, and their passion for making an event this big possible. I want to make sure that nobody goes unrecognized. So please join me in giving a massive round of applause to everybody that made this possible, starting with all of you hackers who spent this entire weekend doing all these amazing projects, all the judges who were there talking to all of our teams, so many mentors and volunteers just hanging out, making sure you get all the help, hundreds of speakers who are doing all these workshops, all of our amazing partners who we can't even fit anymore in a single slide, and everybody in the venue staff, our photographers, the videographers, the caterers, the AV team, everybody who made this amazing, amazing experience. And last but not least, a massive round of applause for the ETHGlobal team. So thank you, Alex, George, Richa, Safia, Calvin, Maggie, Nuno, Fred, Huichi, Anna, Moaz, Emily, Andrew, Jacob, and Liam. That's everybody that was involved in giving this amazing, incredible experience to all of you, and we hope to do this even more. But before we wrap this up and let all of you leave, let's get back to the finalists. 355 projects, hundreds of teams won a lot of prizes, but 10 teams came up on stage and showed you live what they built. The part that I got excited about was, other than a loose cable, everything worked live. You don't get to see that, or you didn't used to see that, and it was amazing to see real problems and problems that people were passionate about being worked on and being ready for others to use immediately. And this is just a good reflection of how far we've come and where we want to go. And we're seeing so many cool things being built that you can use and things that actually solve actual day-to-day problems, whether it's my funds at risk, whether I want to send money to somebody, or simplifying this transaction between two parties without needing too many complicated tools or multi-step hops from one wallet to another app. And this is exactly the goal of being a finalist at ETHGlobal. These are not meant to be a competition event. If somebody is a finalist, we call them our official top 10 teams, which means they effectively all come in first, and there is no first, second, third here. So every person and every team that came in here is officially the winner of ETHGlobal Brussels. So give them a massive round of applause. And in addition to any prizes they may have won, on top of all the prizes from our partners, the fame and the amazing recognition you get, ETHGlobal will be giving you $500 per team member on top from our side, just to show and thank you for doing amazing work over just a small amount of time. But that's not all. Going back to being on-chain, we're actually going to introduce a new pack for just the Brussels finalists. Well, aptly titled, the Brussels Finalist Pack is now also available for those Brussels finalists to mint for free and it has the context of you being a finalist. What does that actually mean? In addition to everything we talked about and that $500, which you can claim directly from the packs page, you will also get this limited edition hoodie for just the finalists. You get to claim that, and we'll ship this to you wherever you are in the world. We will increase the faucet limits that you have, so you automatically get a 10x limit per day for each of the faucets. You will get a free ticket to our Pragma conference that is happening in San Francisco if you want to come. Everybody who's a finalist also gets a Ledger Nano S Plus for the developer edition, and you'll get that right now, actually. You already should have had it. And $500 flight reimbursement to the next hackathon you want to come to in our ecosystem, and we'll kind of make sure that you get to show up. Every member does to any of the future events that's close to you, no matter where you are in the world. Not only that, that means you get to show up to our next 3 in-person hackathons, Singapore, San Francisco, or Bangkok, and we hope to see a lot of you there. And congratulations to everybody for pulling through an amazing weekend. So, in the 20 seconds that I have left, which is counting my energy, not even my time, I want to talk about what's next for ETHGlobal, and then we get to wrap up ETHGlobal Brussels. We have a few more events going on that we have to do, we're planning on doing for the rest of the year. So Singapore is our next in-person event. That is on September 20th. Then San Francisco will be one of our bigger events in October from 18th to the 20th. And our last in-person hackathon is going to be in Bangkok at DEF CON in November 15th. So we hope to see you there for these 3 in-person events. And we still have a lot of our async events still going on, 2 being Super Hack, which starts in just 2 weeks. That is all about the Superchain ecosystem. You get to see all the cool things with WorldCoin Optimism, Base, and many more chains joining that ecosystem. And ETH Online, which is our biggest online hackathon that covers all categories of this ecosystem. So all these things are live for you to sign up and show up at, whether it's in person or async, on ethglobal.com/events. And with that, let's enjoy the after party. Thanks to Flair. Thank you so much for coming to ETHGlobal Brussels, and we hope to see you again very soon.
If you magnified this moment and broke it down into seconds, into sections, would you see the connection between you and me? Could you see